Channel 3 is your back to school authority, and we're speaking to superintendents all around our great state as the kids are heading back to school. And today I'm joined by Peter Dart, superintendent of Mansfield Schools. Thanks for being with us, sir.
Thank you, Kara. It's an honor.
We're happy to have you, and I know you're excited. You are going to have a first in Mansfield. Tell us about that.
Well, we were very excited. So for the past couple of years, we've engaged in a new building project for our elementary school. We've had 3 smaller aging buildings that will close when we open up Mansfield Elementary School. It is going to be one of the state's first net zero design buildings for elementary use. And it is just an amazing facility. While it's not quite ready, I keep telling people the wait will be worth it, that this $50 million project will be the pride of our community that thinks very seriously about our commitment to being citizens of the world, sustainability. But beyond the net zero and the fact that we will not be reliant on fossil fuels is more importantly what happens inside of a building. The actual design of the school supports 21st century learning. So flexible seating, small breakout areas, really capitalizing on our instructional vision to best support our teachers. We're super excited. Our principal, Lauren Rodriguez, is excited to open up in alternative locations. We'll be using 2 of our former elementary schools, the Vinton campus for pre-K through grade 1 and Goodwin campus for grades 2, 3, and 4. They are going to roll out the red carpet, so kids won't know that we're in the middle of this transition.
Yeah.
But when we're ready to flip the switch, we'll make sure that our community has a chance to tour the building. And that we will be excited to start to use this facility.
Yeah, and I know you're starting a little later. The kids are probably happy they get to start after Labor Day. That's how things used to be many moons ago. But lots of community events. Post-COVID, you're trying to get people back together in person.
Absolutely. So first of all, summer is an incredibly busy time around here. We've had staff engaged in professional learning, curriculum planning. They've been traveling, and we're seeing that culminate with also some social events for families. So an example would be our popsicle social event last night, gathering the elementary schools together as one elementary. And then a week from today, will be open house for our elementary school, shifting the traditional view of open house from a September event to a before school starts event. So families and students can walk the halls of the school, meet staff, have an opportunity to kind of get familiar with the environment in the classroom before we begin. We think that's just a great move altogether. And I know the middle school also is engaging the families and students, helping to best transition our students into the new school year.
Yeah, I know no one really knows what the year is going to bring, but the CDC thankfully has said we don't have to wear masks or social distance. I guess that will be up to kids. But anything that you are keeping in place that you think is a good idea, a silver lining that you've learned from the pandemic?
Well, first and foremost, we are excited to make sure that we boldly support in-person learning for our kids. We know that kids thrive when they are engaged with their peers in the school setting. And so the launching into healthy learning is an exciting plan for us. We feel like we can do this while keeping staff, students, and families safe and engaging. And so if anything, like all of us, we learn to pivot and we learn those best practices that help us mitigate and minimize community spread. So we'll support anyone wearing a mask. We'll provide that for them through the generous support of the State Department of Education. We're providing every family, every student 2 test kits. We're providing the same to our staff members. So we want them to monitor their symptoms. Wellness is absolutely important. And actually, just last night at my first board meeting, I had an opportunity to speak with a staff member, and they were and a board member, and they were talking about the importance of continuing to do mask breaks. We used to support that just simply to go outside. Well, that was a great move on our part to have that kinesthetic movement break, provide that little break during the day so students have an opportunity to go outside. And then more importantly, to take advantage of being outside. Outdoor learning regardless what the endeavor was a really good move on our part. So we'll continue to support that.
Yeah, we know it works for adults too. We get outside, we take a walk, we function better, we're more productive. So there are some bright spots that we've learned. Thank you so much, Peter Dart, Superintendent of Mansfield Public Schools. Enjoy this last week of preparation, and we wish you all the luck when everyone heads back to class after Labor Day.
Thank you so much, Kara. Will do.
Thank you.